Have you ever thought about selling cars from your driveway? Maybe just to make a bit of extra cash or to leave your full-time job? Well, I'm doing that. From cheap flips and project cars, so hit the subscribe button to follow my journey, one car at a time, the highs, the lows, the wins, the losses. You're gonna see it all. So it is Tuesday and it is the 3rd of June and I've got a massive smile on my face because thanks to you watching this, we got to 10,000 subscribers. And I say we because I could not do it without you hitting that button, and I am so grateful. I am over the moon and it's a massive milestone for me. So thank you. Thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button. But don't give up now. Let's help me get to 15,000 by the end of the year. You guys have done amazing. Thank you so much. Me and the family, we appreciate it. We're all mega happy. Now, back to work. We've celebrated. We had some shreddies. Now, let's do some work. So, the brand new TT Turbo is here. That's all been rebuilt on the exhaust side, and the inlet side was good, but they have replaced the propeller wheel because there was some slight damage on there as well. So that is now one £748 rebuilt new unit. So we have a new turbo that needs to go on to the TT. The weather is absolutely awful. I also took the Fiesta out for a test drive over the weekend, and I could smell a bit of oil once the car got up to temperature. Pulled over and we have a bit of a rocker cover leak on there. So I've just ordered a rocker cover gasket from Library Road. When they get that delivered, I'll go and pick it up and we'll do a rocker cover gasket. It's been a few years since I've done one, so we'll do a bit of mechanicking, see if we can become YouTube certified. Whilst I'm doing it, if you guys see something I'm doing wrong, please leave it in the comments, because you know we're learning. Every day we're learning. This channel is all about me learning. All these scratch repairs, this wet sanding, this paint touch-ups, these turbo replacements, these rocker covers. It's a chance for me to learn a lot more about cars that I'm obsessed with. So it's wonderful. It's like I'm living my dream life when we're doing these jobs. What else? Sunday, I was at the dealership. I did a dealership day on Sunday. That was super weird being back. I did sell a car. Yeah, I did. I sold one. I actually sold two, but they didn't complete the deal until Monday. But that car has been picked up yesterday. So I did sell two cars. So I have still got it. If we get customers here, I reckon I can sell a car or two still. Then I have already this month, last month we made £1,929 profit total. This month, because I'm covering days in the dealership, plus doing dealer work for them, plus the couple of £100 that YouTube pays, we're already at £1,150 or something like that for the month, guaranteed. So we're doing all right. If we only made 1.9 last month and we've already made 1.1 and we're 3 days in, we've got a real shot at this to make some profit for June. And that's all we want to do, is make some money so I can take care of my family. So let's jump in. Let's get some jobs done. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for supporting and commenting. Let's get some work done. So the first job this week is in the BMW 335i. Now, after spending 77 hours on the exterior, it's now time to find out what's going on mechanically. With the help of Carly, today we're going to plug the car in. We're going to scan it. It's going to tell us all the fault codes that are in the cars. And unlike the cheaper scanners that I've previously used before, this has got dealership level diagnostics. So we're definitely going to get a deeper insight to my issues. Also, we're able to code with the Carly device, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to. So let's plug it in and see what it does. So how does it work? Plug in the Carly, open the app, and instantly start checking all of the ECUs. Not just the engine, the gearbox, the ABS, the airbags, and even the lights are checked. And my favourite part, once it finds the issue, Carly doesn't just throw you a code that you have to look up. It actually explains what it is, what it means, and gives you a repair advice. So for this misfire, there's a full explanation, a step-by-step guide, even parts information. So it looks like we need to do a full service, some new spark plugs, and some fresh leads.
So Carly is not just for diagnostics. You can also use it to unlock hidden features on your car. You can customize them to yourself. There are a ton of options for this 2008 BMW, and the choices that I've gone for so far, I'm finished. The roof is now able to be opened in traffic moving at 5 miles an hour. Previously, the car had to be stationary. I've got a digital dash display with the speedo, just makes it feel a bit more modern. I've got 2 flashes on the indicators because I'm a bit childish. I've raised the brightness of the angel eyes, and I also have a lock beep when I lock the car, because previously none of the lights flashed and it made no sound, and I wasn't sure if it was locked or not. So those are 3 of my favourite features. Definitely customizes it to me a little bit more. It makes it feel a little bit more special. So I think it's safe to say that I now know my car just a little bit better thanks to Carly. We've diagnosed the issues and now we know what to do to repair them. We've also unlocked some really cool hidden features. I was also able to do a battery check and a used car check in the app, so now I'm able to know exactly where I'm at with the car. If you guys are interested in getting yourself one of these, they work with 95% of manufacturers from 2001. There'll be a link in the description. Use my code DriveAwayLive, and I guarantee you the next time that I go to buy a car to flip, I'm taking this with me. Right, let's get on with some more work. Let's go.
Now, I'm no mechanic, not at all. I have very little experience, but I managed to get this off. Now we've got to get it on with no coolant leaks, no oil leaks, and make sure that it's all put together properly. So today's job is to just focus on that. If I can get the turbo in place, get all the feed lines on, and get it running, I will be a very proud man. So let's get changed and let's jump outside and see what state I've left this TT in. So the first job is going to be to get everything organised. I've left this car in a bit of a state, so we've got to get everything out, get everything organised. And obviously when I was trying to get that bolt out, I was just throwing everything and anything, grinders, hammers, WD-40. So we've got to get everything stripped out, get it all ready, and then we can start building it back up. What do you think? You want to build it back up? Can you help me? Can you find the 10 mil? Do you know where the 10 mil is? I don't think she's going to be much help. Okay guys, I am just going to give up because I am the world's biggest idiot. Guess where the socket's just fallen? Yeah, I was trying to move the turbo so that I could get the bolt down so that I could get the washer on. The washer goes at the top and at the bottom and it's fiddly. And yeah, I dropped the socket down the turbo. I'm going to go get a hoover and see if we can hoover that up. Honestly, this is... Take your car to a garage, get somebody that's professional to do this. Got anybody that does this for a job, like, right, let's get the hoover, see if we can suck it out. Fudging Nora. So I've now covered the hole with a rag, and I definitely feel stupid. So do me a favour, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and feel free to call me stupid in the comments. So let's carry on. It's the next day. Yesterday was so painful, and the easiest way to explain how painful it was, this is what my forearm looks like today, having to bend it and push it to get it the bolts in, to get the return on the oil feed, and just, it was a battle, and those are my battle scars. So hopefully my mechanicking goes a little bit better today. On the TT, I've just got to put a coolant line and then we can start it up. So we're very close. Everything else is done, downpipe and everything. So I've also been and collected the gasket for the Fiesta so we can get that rocker cover done. That should go a little bit easier because it's all at the top. It's nice and simple. Simple jobs, fun. Turbo down the back of an engine on a Mk1 TT. Not so fun, as I've now found. TT hybrid turbo is now, look how that's been on there so long it doesn't want to come off. So the board is clear. I've got the rocker cover gasket to do. So basically we're going to get the X6 is still here. The buyer that won it on eBay didn't message back, so well done eBay. That's now 60 quid's worth of eBay wasted. So I'm kind of done with eBay. So I'm going to give it until the end of the weekend, and then next week we'll start putting that car back to some form of stock form, rewrite the advert so it reads something like stage 3 with upgraded turbos, and try and, I don't know, figure a way so I can sell the TT, and then we're just left with the 3 Series. So we've got one project car, and then when that one goes, we'll buy another one. So we'll just have one project car at a time, and then 4 or 5 regular cars. That's the plan. So let's get to work. I need to get changed again, and yeah, let the day begin. So we've been out here for about 10-15 minutes. It's just spitting, but what I was struggling with was this back one, and I've now finally got it locked in, and that was the battle I was on yesterday. So that is now not going anywhere at all. Tightened on the manifold, tightened on the downpipe. So it is now time to start putting it all back together. So we need to find out if it leaks, but let's get all of the charge pipe and everything back in place and see where we're at. This is exciting. This is the easy bit, because now we can get to everything. Down there, it's literally a case of pipe here to there, intake back on. So yeah, let's get the easy bit done. I shouldn't say that because this is going to now be a nightmare, but technically this should now be easier. I've got soggy knee. Right, let's get this done. I am over the moon. So buzzing when you're battling. You go away, you sleep, you come back, you're calm, you're not stressed, and boom, straight on. Best way. Right, I don't know why I'm standing at the shed. What do I need from shed? Charge pipe. Right, let's go. I'm panicking. It's been raining for the last few hours, and I thought the charge pipe back on, I need to be able to make sure that none of these oil and coolant feeds are leaking. So I'm going to fire it up before I put those on, and also we'll put a jumper pack on it. But now I'm scared. I don't want to do it, but I need to do it. Wish me luck. Let's go for it. I'm terrified. Big moment. Will it run? Need to check the oil first. Oh, wish me luck, wish me luck. So it's definitely got a bit of an exhaust leak. I can feel it. Shut it off. So clearly the downpipe is not attached correctly, because that is smoking from there, and I could just feel it coming out sideways. So I need to, a bit smoky, but obviously the car hasn't been started for months, so I'm gonna let that, let that cool down for a minute, and then see if I can tighten up that downpipe. And now I'm just gonna go around and look for any oil leaks and coolant leaks. Because it's me and I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm fed up. But it's okay, I found the problem.
So here's a video of what is basically going on. The exhaust I can fix, that's not a problem. But the oil leak, so I was given this, it basically disintegrated. I was given this like rubber, not even rubber, paper gasket. And when you look online, they're all metal crush ones, not this kind of cheap one. So I need to order a replacement oil return gasket, and then the oil will stop pissing out everywhere. Then I can tighten up the exhaust and then put everything back together. It started. We're nowhere near done, but I'm gonna order some parts, and when they arrive in a couple of days, we might be able to get it today, but basically not good. And I don't know if the gaskets that were provided also are the issue with the exhaust, because they were a bit different to the ones that were on the car, but what do I know. So yeah, we're stuck. So I've just ordered a metal gasket kit, so now I need to wait for that to arrive. So you can probably see the rocker cover, which is this top cover, is leaking oil. So let's get it off and replaced for a brand new one. Workshop told me to put these into an order. That one's got a 2 on it. Does that one have a 1 on it? No. So I'm going to put a little number on these, so I put them back in the right place. Let's get this stripped. Well, that was about as easy as I thought it was going to be. Super easy. Very happy. And these are the sort of jobs that in the future I want to do a lot more of. Little suspension, engine, doing these hybrid turbos on cars where things are just stuck up the back. Just not the way forward. So fair play to Matt Armstrong for rebuilding those cars. That's all I can say. Right, let's have a look. So that is now running, and we're just going to let it get up to temperature. And what I've done is I've got some WD-40 on a rag, and I've just cleaned up all of the block. There's now no more oil there, so we'll leave that to run for a little bit, get hot, and see if I've done some mechanicking or not. I feel like we have. 8 o'clock on Friday morning, and I am getting the truck, and I'm off on a 6-hour round trip to go and get a car for the dealership so we can get some money in. This feels like the old days. So let's get set up and get on the road. What a day it has been. So I am literally about an hour away from home. It's got Macca's. I am absolutely shattered. Driving to London is stressful. Then I nearly got a parking ticket because there's no to park in London. But I've got the C-Max and I'm about an hour away. I'm going to eat my food. And that is going to be today done. Potentially I'm going to take this back home and clean it. But we'll see what they say. Oh, I hate long distance driving. If any of you guys drive for a living, I don't know how you do it. I am now absolutely shattered. And it's like 6 hours of driving. So, people can't drive either. People drive like absolute toffee. Right, I'm gonna eat my food and I'll see you in the morning because nothing exciting. Got them a little discount, got them a nice car. So, I'll see you in a bit. Saturday morning, let's sum up the week. So, apart from obviously needing a gasket for the TT, that's moving along and that car is gonna be sold off. We're just going to have one project car at a time, so just the 335 is staying. The X6 has had another 10 inquiries, obviously all last price, best price, so we're going to have to look at just doing something with that car, because if I can get the TT done, MOT'd, that sells for three and a half grand. If I can get 5 out of the X6, we're definitely able at 7.5 grand to buy 3 more cars that are little cheap Fiestas and Fiat 500s and all the other little cars that I like to sell. That has to be the priority. I have had quite a few inquiries this week. I've had maybe 3, 4 on the Fiestas. So one wasn't able to go ahead because he had a part exchange on a 19 plate Fiesta and it was worth like 7 odd grand. I asked the dealership if they wanted it, but they weren't interested. They wanted to get cheaper stuff as well. It's amazing how 5-6 grand cars are the ones that sell the best at the minute. I have got an inquiry on Tuesday, so fingers crossed. A guy called Alex, I think his name is coming over to have a look at both Fiestas. Hopefully he buys one and then we're off and away, because we are currently running £737 behind breaking even for the month. That's my wages, that's the cost. There will be more costs, fuel and things like that, but a bulk of the money will be zero. If you sell 2 cars, then we'll be in profit for the month by 700-800 quid, and that would be superb. So yeah, I'm really focused on getting rid of the X6, getting rid of the TT, and getting 3 more cars, which gives us 3 more chances. The more cars we have for sale, the better shot we have of selling them. Thank God we've got enough dealer work, because that's what's got us off the mark. And thanks to you guys watching these videos, YouTube is finally giving me a few £100. So yeah, we're definitely moving in the right direction. I'm super grateful to each and every one of you that has hit the like, subscribe and comment. I know I've said that a lot, but it is so helpful. And I'll see you, there's a bird in my window. I will see you next week at 6:30. There he is, look, he's messing about. Distracted. I'm easily distracted. As always, thank you. I'll see you next week.